Right now, perhaps the embodiment of settling is the great Sterling Shepard. Should we settle for Sterling Shepard?
You wanted Mike Evans to be there, at the end of the night, and he's not. He's not. He has the hamstring. He's gone from the bar. You know who's there? It's Sterling Shepard. And I think that that's okay.
Totally understand the phenomenon of settling. That is how I got my wife.
Okay,
because she had her eyes set high.
Yes.
But then eventually she's just like, whatever, you'll do.
She played Shepard. She played Sterling
exhausted.
Shepard.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
No, I'm the Sterling Shepard
Sterling Berry.
of my wife's love life. There's
Baby
no
oil
question.
Sterling Berry.
Yeah, exactly.
Flexual frustrations, yes, it's that time of the week where an actual certified doctor joins the show, and his name is Dr. Denny Carter. Happy Friday to you, Denny.
Yeah, happy Friday to you. I was unfortunate enough to see Barry's ankles, of course, at the beginning of the show. Very
What's the
strange
diagnosis?
Moment. But it's good TV, is what I would say, and the people need the ankles. Obviously, they asked for it.
Yeah. It's TV. It's TV. By literal definition, it is TV. But yeah, all right, let's get into flexual frustrations, Denny. And where I want to start, toys. I want to talk to you about toys. The safety of toys. Dak Prescott, he has a new toy. Jalen Tolbert, given that CeeDee Lamb is down, Dak Prescott is playing with his new toy, Jalen Tolbert. Played with his new toy down the right sideline. One of the best throws I've ever seen in my life, being in the stadium in Dallas, connecting on that beautiful fadeaway. How safe is it to start Jalen Tolbert this week?
So, Dak's favorite toy, CeeDee Lamb, not available, in the shop right now. Jalen Tolbert will do, and in a pinch, I should say, and maybe for your fantasy lineups as well in week 5. Against the Packers last week, Jalen Tolbert ran 83% of the routes. He saw 32% of the air yards, which we love. We love our air yards, don't we? And saw 6 targets. So honestly, the guys I talk about in this segment, Jalen Tolbert is like A.J. Brown compared to most guys. He is a fun, like you said, Jay, toy for Dak Prescott in a good matchup.
Denny, some people, they try to solve their flexual frustrations by buying love, and I think a lot of people did that this week with Malik Washington being a popular spending point with Fab on waivers. Is he going to solve their frustrations, though, right away?
It depends on what kind of music you listen to. In the 60s, they say you can't buy love. And then by the 80s, they were saying you actually can buy love. It's quite simple. You just need a credit card and a really fancy car. So it does depend on what generation you're talking about. I say you can. Okay, I side with the 80s, of course. Malik Washington should take on a pretty prominent role here after Tyreek Hill's horrific leg injury in week 4. He saw an A-dot, talking about Washington, an A-dot, average depth of target of 2.3 in that game. Now, I think that will expand. I hope it does a little bit. But we're talking about, guys, a potential PPR scam artist in Malik Washington. And honestly, I can work with that. We can work with that, especially in bye weeks, with the bye week apocalypse having hit us now in week 5. You feel pretty good about starting Washington maybe in deeper 12-team leagues or 14-team leagues.
Yeah. Connor Rogers, not so much the expensive car, but did buy a lot of love with Malik Washington in our league. Spent
had to
all his
outbid
money,
Matthew.
Yeah, on Malik Love. I want to talk to you, Doctor, about Travis Hunter, who is a man who's been known to play for both teams, plays for both sides of the ball, offense and defense. It looks like he might be focusing, though, on one way to be, Denny, with playing much more purely on offense last week.
He was, taken out of the game after 8 snaps on defense. So really focusing on just the one side, which is fine. And honestly, if he wanted to do the both, that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with either. I will say, for folks who fell out of love with Travis Hunter, who drafted him greedily in August, and rightfully so. He's a cool guy. Lots of cool production in college. He played for a cool team and a cool coach. All right, the vibes are off the charts for this guy. He plays from the slot, I wanted to mention, on 67% of his routes so far. He's playing a Kansas City defense that has struggled pretty badly against slot receivers. They're allowing the 6th highest completion rate to slot receivers and the 11th most receptions. So it actually could be a week where you can put Travis Hunter into your flex spot, believe it or not.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.